Give me a second, guys. I don't know what happened, but I just lost all my audio.
Well, we all three can give our assessment. So it's an interesting feel. Like I said, I was really feeling overwhelmed by the presence of God and just.
Let's see a show of hands of everybody who just shit their pants.
A few people not wanting me to have.
This is the people of CHOP protesting. They're marching. I'm not sure if anyone's added on or what, but that's who this is. We're in Seattle.
It's the thing. How will we ever know? Look at this crowd. Wow. Defund the police. Stand against hate. Defund SPD. How are you, sir? Hey, French independent media. We're here in solidarity. If you'd like to say anything, I got a few hundred people watching. Usually get 10, 20,000 views. Just saying why you're here, but it's microphone's yours if you'd like it. No pressure, no hype.
I'm glad so many people showed up.
Can I put you on?
I'm all right.
Okay. All right. Well, it's nice seeing kids able to. It's amazing. Let me tell you, in France, if you ever had a march this size, it would get. There's no way children could come because it would just get bombed by the police. What has happened here in the what has happened here under black leadership in Seattle is nothing short of a miracle. It's unbelievable.
We've come a long way. We got a long way to go.
It's beautiful. There's a lot of hope here today. Anyway, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. Would you like to say anything on French media? Just turn it on?
No, not.
Now you all right?
Oh,
Okay. All right. I'm just live.
Oh, is that
A
right?
couple hundred French people watching or something. Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna get those burrs in my socks later. Woo! What a march!
This guy's only been marching for like 20 minutes. What up, Jammin'?
Was a young gentleman who lived in Tacoma, who was killed by Tacoma PD. Let's say his name. Oh, and he was another guy 3 months ago in our same state. That's close to home. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name.
Manuel Ellis.
Say his name.
Manuel Ellis.
Say his name.
Manuel Ellis.
Say his name.
I'm gonna see if I can find a better feed.
reclaim our streets in the spirit of our great ancestors. Frederick Douglass. Sojourner Truth gave birth. She gave birth to what people call feminism. She said, ain't I a woman? She said, ain't I a woman? And the answer is yes, black woman, you the original woman. You're the original queen. So we lift up our great ancestor, Sojourner Truth.
I want to point something out here. We're coming up on a community center over here. There are people on top of it. These people aren't like marching with the protest. They knew they were coming, and so they posted up with signs and like signs on the. It's pretty cool.
So this is repair rashes due definitely from the Catholic Church, and it needs to start with turning the land over back to our community. Is that right? Yeah. Pay the fee.
Owners.
Pay the fee. Pay the fee.
Pay the fee.
Pay the fee.
Pay the fee.
Free the land.
Free the land.
Free the land.
Free the land.
Free our land.
Free our land.
So Randolph Carter Center got to come back into black ownership. You might have heard a couple days ago, the mayor tweeted out that the Fire Station 6 is finally, after about 7 years of struggling and working, and 5 years of it being voted by the City Council of Seattle to be a part of the Equitable Development Initiative and become from the old fire station, which moved over to Martin Luther King, where ROPE, the Camp Central Area Motivation Program Rites of Passage experience was, the fire station displaced that, the new fire station, where our young people were going through a rites of passage so they don't have to go through rites of passage in the streets because there's nothing, not a positive one. So then they go to the streets looking for manhood, looking to express their courage, looking to, express their agency and their sovereignty. It displaced that. And so we want to make this, and we're making this, and you heard the mayor tweet it out, that this is going to be the William Gross Center for Enterprise and Cultural Innovation. Now, a lot of people send me messages, posted up tweets, and I just got to say, we don't have the keys yet, we don't have a title yet, and we don't have a specific timeline. So we still got to stay focused on making sure what was said to be happening actually happened. And we want to expedite getting our young people and our entrepreneurs in there, building and growing their businesses, using their genius, their innovation, because innovation just means problem solving and using your creativity. And we know in America we've been doing that because they never gave us nothing, so we always had to make something out of nothing. That's innovation at the highest level. We always been entrepreneurs. Hip-hop, soulful. Because they didn't want to pay us. So we had to find different ways to make it happen, different angles, bust different moves, hit different licks. But now we need to have a facility that allows us to actually develop our entrepreneurship, our enterprise, our generational wealth, and tap in with what's going on around us, all this technology. Right? And so this is going to be our epicenter, our first epicenter for our Africatown Cultural Innovation District. But we don't want to just be a historic district where we're a thing of history. We want to be alive, making it happen right now. A Jimi Hendrix mural is good, but a studio where a young Jimi Hendrix can get in there and make his beats and play his instruments and make it very much greater. And we got young Quincy Jones. We got Lawrence Petrie, a great artist in our community, and we got some young Lawrence Petrie and some young Jacob Lawrences. But they need space to express their genius. We got some young Robert Redwine, Grammy Award-winning producers. Okay? But where's the space? Where can a young person go right now at this moment and touch a 3D printer in our community and make something? To touch a virtual reality headset, to develop their own game. Well, this is where it's gonna start. But then we got to get our Seattle Vocational Institute, SVI, formerly SOIC, Seattle Opportunity Industrial Center, back to our community, and not with the trick that they're trying to play right now. Right. So that we can have a campus, right? So SVI be our black university, right in the Central District. We need our black education institution to bring out our genius. We got Odessa Brown right down the street. They're gonna make another site in the South End. They saying, oh, well, the people moving south. Well, Odessa Brown is my baby sister, Karimu, is her grandmother. All right. And Odessa Brown was established to give basic health care access to our community. The ability to see a nurse and a doctor. And then Carolyn Downs Clinic, established by the Black Panthers. That's right. To deal with sickle cell because they weren't addressing our health needs. That's right. Okay, and that's good. And we want to expand. We're not closing down. But we also need access, not just to be a medical assistant and a dental assistant, because that don't even allow you to live in the city now. But these health information technology, that biotech, the health devices, that allows you to buy and own in this community. That's right. We need access to that so Odessa Brown can be a place of access to innovation and creative genius for our community as well. So we tie it all together and make our campus, our community, a place of greatness, again, of creativity, of building, of productivity, right here in the Central District, on the street. That's what African Town's about. Any young person you stop, they're going to say, I'm working on a film. I'm working on a fashion line. I'm working on an app. I'm working on my movie. I'm working on something and expressing their genius. That's what it's about. I'm not just playing basketball. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to create a league and own a league. That's what our community is about. If we're 80% of the league or 90%, why are we 80 or 90% of the ownership? And that's why we say equity now. Equity means ownership.
On every level.
On every level. In every area we've been denied equity and ownership, we want equity and ownership. That's right. That's what we're here for, nothing less. Okay? So it's cool and cute when they take a knee, but what we really need is the bosses to pay the fee. 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 All right, let's keep moving, y'all. We're still moving.
Anybody in the chat that's watching and watching the comments, whenever Dexter says something, like look it up, Google it, he's calling out logical fallacies and arguments that people are using. When people use those fallacies, it basically means they have no way to really combat your point, which it's just a clear giveaway that they have no position, and they're basically losing the argument by even attempting to use one of those fallacies. So when Dexter says something like that, look it up and see what it is, because it's important. Because it's, I talk about this stuff all the time. I feel like I got a little bot in here to just say all the things that I would say. It's great. Pay the fee means give them what they deserve in equity. It's also part of the equity. Listen to the.
And I work right here. Downstairs, right here at this building in the Cannon House. I'm a youth advocate. I've been working here for 9 years. To get back to the community. I'm right here. This is my home. And they gotta pay the fee. Love.
Now we gotta do some history about this site right here. See, there's a lot of, you know, East Precinct is in the international news right now. But now we got to get some history on why East Precinct is where it's at. See, in 1981, They wanted to put East Precinct right here. Right here, they wanted to put East Precinct because they had a plan. We didn't see. See, police over-policing, police violence, police terrorism, that results in things like what we see with our brother George Floyd, Eric Garner, Alton Sterling, Charlene Lyles, so many more, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland.
Anthony Thomas.
It goes hand in hand with gentrification and taking people's land, right? And so this was going to be East Precinct because they had a plan. But my father, Omari Tahir Garrett, and the late Isaiah Edwards, a name you may not know, but you need to know, the late Isaiah Edwards.
That's right.
There was a fourplex right here, and they condemned it, said it had defective locks. How do you condemn a building for defective locks? But these are the type of paper games and tricks that they play. So they said, no, we don't need a police precinct in our community that responds to crime. We need a positive cultural institution that prevents the negative mindset from even developing. Because once the police come, there's already a victim and there's already a suspect. And we know that means 2 losses or more in our community, right? Okay, so this was originally going to be the African American Heritage Museum and Cultural Center. So they occupied the building and they fought for 3 years for it to be the African American Museum and Cultural Center. That eventually kind of ended up at Coleman, but we'll get to that history when we get down there. The main point is, when Coleman closed, it was Summit at that time, in 1985, it became a more ideal location to put a cultural institution. It's bigger, it's education institution, so then they started working on that after they defeated East Precinct for being here, and that's why East Precinct is now on Capitol Hill. This is history that you need to know. But they don't even tell this history in the so-called museum building. Okay, they don't even tell the real history in a so-called history institution. But we're going to get to that, and we're going to get that right. Because today is about getting things in order. Getting us in order first. Me, you, then we. And everything else is going to fall into place. Because we set the standard for how other people relate to us. How I relate to me, how I relate to you, we're going to make sure they relate to us the same way. So when we relate to ourselves with the highest supremacy and the divinity and all the greatness that we really represent and the resilience and all of that, right? Then they got to respect and relate to us the same way. Okay? So just given our history, and then eventually it became the Cannon House after a process, which was a black-owned healthcare facility. And it was led up by a man named Lynn French. But unfortunately, something happened. We don't know exactly what happened, because a lot of people don't tell the stories. But we lost the asset in our community, just like we lost Randolph Carter Center. But Catholic Community Services is just, they were just holding it for us.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, like Debo, it's all right. We're gonna get it back, though.
There you go.
Right?
There you go.
We're getting our stuff back.
Oh, yeah.
But they lost it, and now it's under CMAR. But I think CMAR wants it to come back to our community also, right? But I only say that because the person who was responsible for the loss and didn't come back and tell us anything about our asset, our community asset, now they're trying to put that person and others that have had similar history in control of the future of Seattle Vocational Institute.
Right.
So they can take us back while we're moving forward. So we know we're not going to let that happen, right? We got to get our stuff right and make sure our institutions are ours, under our control. So we're just giving history and current events at the same time, because we got to have the right information and knowledge so we can move wisely.
Woo. I love this. This is pretty great. Sorry. If you haven't caught on yet, as we walk through the city, he keeps stopping and pointing out important places. Yeah, sorry, in Black culture, in Seattle Black culture, like where shit. I need to get out of the way. Like here, I'm gonna go on the sidewalk for a second. Like where certain Black people have been killed by the police, like the spots of their deaths. Important buildings, important histories. It's pretty cool. I'm learning a lot. I didn't know any of this stuff.
Jackson. 2030 Jackson. Go. We're getting our stuff. We're going straight. We're going straight. We're going still moving. All these buildings, right now, we don't own any of them, but we got to get our stuff back. All the stuff.
Sorry. That's okay. I don't know who he is, actually. Maybe get the fuck out of the way.
What's up, man?
Yeah, Jackson. What's happening, Jackson? What's happening? Jackson, what's happening?
About to hit Jackson Street.
Big O, big O, big O, big O, big O, right here.
Oh, I've interviewed that guy. Cool. The guy they're yelling to on the sidewalk. Sorry.
Action Jackson. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. Straight up. That's the hood song. Straight up. Open me, I said you free. If I can't get here, impeach me. 37 years in the red rubber.
I'd like to interview that guy. I guess he's running for office.
Gotta make it straight. Straight up on straight up. Straight up. So we gonna let our brother give some of the history about Jackson. Hey, who's that right there? Another Jackson legend right there. I see you. Yeah, I see you. Monty, we see you. Calligraphy, Eric, we see you. We know Jackson's out here. Si, I see you.
What up, Si?
I see you. We gotta hold it
Come
down.
see me, baby.
Hey. Wave them. I don't know. Hey, waves can happen. That's what I heard. But I'm gonna let somebody else speak and tell us some history about Jackson, which is integral to our black history in Seattle.
Hey, so first of all, let's recognize the fact that Jackson is CHAZ on Jackson. This was everything. This was all that we fought for. Everything else is part of it. So those that don't know what Jackson is, CHAZ on Jackson. CHAZ on Jackson. Look it up in your history. Everything about this place is all about one thing. It's about our music. Right over there. It's about our culture. It's about our history. You want me to get him? Why? It's about bringing people from different places and playing jazz back in the day. Anybody know PDK? Yeah! Who else is out there? Tell me somebody else.
Muddy Water!
I know.
Ernest, sing that. Come on. What? Albert King. Come on, give me some more. There's some more names out there.
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday.
Alabama.
Hey, don't forget the Gary Harris, the jazz players of all places. Ray Charles has been here so many times that people didn't even know it. But guess what? This is the lifeblood. This is our jazz. This is our musicians.
That's right.
This is our artists.
Talk about it.
If you don't know that, then you need to go home. Because guess what?
Right.
Today is about history.
Right.
It's about legacy.
Right.
It's about, what do we say?
Ownership.
What do we want? What do we want? Yeah, do you see anything on Jackson that's feasible to that?
I mean, we can talk about it. We can talk
We
about it.
definitely have to talk about it.
We need to have a conversation with
We
Howard
do.
Schultz.
We do. So, for those, again, those in the back that don't know, when you pass upon this, this is a legacy. Just as Union and Madison, Cherry, Yesler, all of these are part of our history. We weren't asked to live here, we were forced to live here. And we were forced to live here, we made something out of it. We made it our life. And this is our life. So for people to move in and tell me and look at me like I don't belong in my own damn neighborhood, then guess what? You probably took the wrong motherfucker through. We are not asking for permission anymore. We're taking ownership. This is our community. We have to come together.
You see Jackson, we're on Jackson. We got our host, we got Volk in here.
You're gonna get that Franklin.
They don't need this.
I just did an 86-foot.
Billions of dollars. They won't miss this. They could just make this part of their.
Give it up.
That's right. Give it up.
Give it up.
Free the land.
That's ours.
It's a tax write-off.
That is a tax.
$1 billion company. And you know they own the Seahawks too, so if we can't get this right, then we can just go down there and, you know, when they come back, get it right down there. Yeah, we'll have a campaign on no Jim Crow. We're gonna go project by project to get our stuff back. To get our stuff back. We'll go project by project. Owner by owner. The word is divestment. Exit strategy. And we just need to accelerate that exit strategy and make it back to the community. Because a lot of people don't know that this was supposed to be a black-owned shopping mall. That's what Promenade 23 was. They put all the properties together to make it a minority-owned shopping mall. But now, Vulcans is here. They don't need this. We remember when this was Welch's. We remember this was Welch's. We remember when the flower shop was here. We remember when we got the super burgers at the corner down here. Mama's Kitchen. Mama's Kitchen. We remember that. Right? All right. But we gonna just.
That building down there that's empty that we want back too.
Oh yeah, on Yesler. On Yesler.
We want that building back. They're not even using it.
Seattle vocational institute.
Yeah,
we gotta get our FBI. Not do the trick that they're trying to do. They're trying to do a trick right now. Seattle's good at let's not and say we did. They're real good at that. Let's not and say we did. But we gotta do it for real over here. And all of our community needs to be involved and understand in what the future of that is gonna be. Not a few people that have a track record of making stuff disappear in our community. All right? So that's how it's gonna go.
Lyrics. I mean,
Yeah, flowers. Yeah.
how y'all doing? This Robert Red Wine. I'm from the CD. Got platinum and gold records. Don't mean nothing without you guys. It's all about the people. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Now, what I want you guys to do is lift your hands up in honor of D. Charlene, because her spirit is raining down on this Juneteenth. We brought it here. Give it up to heaven. Thank you, D. I love you. You with my heart.
Yes, thank you.
My friend.
Hand is good stuff. We can't.
Also, we want to give honor to a guy who's the godfather of the movement to me in Seattle, Amari Garrett, who's King's father. So give both Garrett's a hand for what they put together, bringing us all together. One more plug. Remember me, I'm Robert Redwine. I'm running for 37th District, position 2, to make changes. I work with real change.
Yeah, let's go.
God bless. Power to the people.
Power to the people.
Everybody needs to hear what's going on. Everybody needs to hear. All the people need to get their hands. Not just up here. We all need to hear.
Me and Brad getting the exact same shot right now. I want to try and get over here.
What do we want? Equity. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Equity. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Equity. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Equity. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Equity. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Equity. When do we want it? Now. Pay the fee. 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 Free the land. 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 Equity now. Equity now. Equity now. Equity now.
King County Equity Now.
King County Equity now.
.com, guys. KingCountyEquityNow.com.
King County.
Go to it. Sign the petition, please.
King County
Equity now.
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 King County.
Equity now.
Pay the fee.
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 Free the land.
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 We're coming up on the Wood Construction Center right here, part of Seattle, right here. We got a middle school over here. A lot of us went to this middle school. Unfortunately, this middle school is named after a slave owner. So, my father came up with a great idea. He comes up with so many great ideas. He said we should rename it Jeanette Graham Jones School. You guys know Miss Jones, right? We know Miss Jones. She was 30 years in Washington Middle School. Miss Jeanette Jones.
I'm serious.
So we don't want no slave owner or school or children going to school with a slave owner. That's like sending a Jewish kid to school named after Hitler. That don't make no sense. No sense. And you won't find that where they do that at. Where they do that at. So we gotta get that right. Hey, proof in the pudding.
How did he get ahead again and do it? Same guy.
Independent black media. Parnell. D-Block. D-Block. Parnell. And we know when we get here.
You want water? Hey, grab one.
Sorry.
We're united. African community development. One of our elders in our Somali community, Elder Hamdi. Yes. Here with us. We're walking in unity. All of us. Habesha, Somali, Arkansas, Texas. We all migrated here. Louisiana. I think that's the highest population.
Okay, so
All the black folks.
we're getting further down the hill. As we keep going down more and more, it's gonna get more. We're getting closer to our destination. I'm just letting you guys watch.
Mr. Jim Parnell was a different kind of police officer.
Please listen to what they're saying.
It's
important.
And they coached sports in the community. And they lived in the community. And they related to you like they were part of your community. So we coming up on Juneteenth Park, home of the Black Community Festival, Mountain Fest for the last 40 years.
The park down there.
We're still going. They said it's not going to be a permit for the park.
You know what? Actually, if you're not from Seattle, you might not understand this. This is like Africa Town. This is where probably the most predominantly black neighborhood in Seattle. So that's why this is so relevant. I'm not sure if I mentioned that earlier, but yeah, that's the case. there's quite a lot of people ahead of us now. They just kind of got ahead, but there's still like 4,000 people behind. It's gotta be at least 2,000.
Black Lives Matter!
Vulgarity doesn't necessarily mean that you're not intelligent.
These are Central District families, like Jimerson and Barquette. Okay, these are CD families. Brown, Jackson.
CD families.
Yeah.
No peace.
We're taking
Police.
no peace.
Police. No peace. Police. No peace. Police. No peace. Police. No peace. Police. No peace.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't want Black Lives Matter signs in the windows. We want black people in the windows again. We don't just want Black Lives Matter signs in the windows. We want black people in the windows again. We don't just want Black Lives Matter signs in the windows. We want black people in the windows again. I said we don't want just Black Lives Matter signs in the windows. We want black people in the windows again. We want black people in the windows again. That's what it means. Respect black community. Don't benefit from what's been done to black people in our community. Don't be a predatory developer. Don't do that. Honor our lives. Help us hold our community. We don't want Black Lives Matter signs in the windows only. We want black grandmothers, black mothers, black children in the windows again. We like your Black Lives Matter sign. But we want you to help us get black people, black lives in these buildings. We need to think about that real hard. If Black Lives Matter, black communities
They said they wanted her to join, but she said she was pregnant, so she had to be careful.
Helping black communities matter or destroying black communities. Now, what do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? We gotta have space to breathe. Gentrification is the knee on our neck in the Central District, in the South there. We can't breathe. These banks are doing the same thing.
Gentrification is a massive problem in Seattle. It definitely is.
White people to play in the community. This is just the truth. I didn't make it up. The numbers are the numbers. Somebody once said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. That was JC. Okay. So the numbers say the black population, we're in a census year, and the numbers been going down. We need everybody's help to get the numbers going back up. All right? Sister Harvey, you want to say something?
Yeah.
All right.
Black Lives Matter.
That's right.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Okay, so just getting in here, we've got probably at least 4,000 people marching, 3,000, say 3,000, 4,000 people marching. We're about to get down to Judkins Street, and if you look, you can see cars stopping. Not 100% where we're going, but this is This is easily the most people I've ever marched with, definitely. Now we've caught up to this. Oh, to this side.
Let's go!
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Everybody keep going. Yeah, actually I was holding it for anybody that wanted it. Yeah.
We might not enjoy it, but they will.
That's why not.
He's there again! Again! He made it again! How does he keep doing this? How does he keep doing it? Teleporting. That's Bobby Steele.
We got the stream set up.
Or Bobby Stills. That's one of Amari's guys. I also saw calligraphy in here. Another one of Amari's guys. I think they do the morning show together. If you don't know Amari, you gotta check out Amari. He's an amazing journalist to Seattle. He works with Converge Media, independent media. This guy in the purple shirt is running for office, and I would like to interview him if it's possible. Okay, so we're going. This chick is she's been running her ass off to kind of make everything flow in the front. I could not do what she's doing. If you guys think this is important, get it to everybody you can. This girl's hat threw me for a loop for a second. You know what it looks like, but it says "Make Black Lives Matter."
This is very important. You see this Juneteenth Street?
What's up, Flax?
Yeah, let's hear.
Sound Transit Station. You know, the Sound Transit and the mass transit also goes with gentrification, because this is allowing people to come straight from Mercer Island in the east side right into the community to work, right? So this is about more displacement, right? So we have to get this land. This is Sam Smith Park. Sam Smith was the first black city council. That's Benwine's uncle, so you should really speak about it, you know. But I want to say something about this basketball court over here. We got this basketball court redone about 3 years ago. It was like the first phase. But what we really want to make this court is a legends court, because we got so many legends. Some of them are at the highest levels of professional basketball who have been there, that have come out of this community.
Is that Amari?
So we want to have our legends court so we can have something like our Rucker Park in Harlem, right? Now, the youth like it only around it. So we want to make this the legends basketball. So I just want to let everybody know, lift up our legends. And the list of the Rotary is long.
Yeah.
Our legends, but we got it on this Junker's Park. To own this land. They also displaced black people when they built I-90. Some people may remember this used to be, and this was like a bridge, right? And through eminent domain.
Right.
That means the government come in and say, either you're going to take this little money that we're going to get, or we're going to take the property no matter what.
I think this guy's getting a call or something.
So we got to get land.
Yeah, there it goes. Alright, guess not.
Right.
That means the government come in and say, either you're going to take this little, we're going to take the property. So we got to get land.
Oh, that's nice. Alright, 1 second.
Through eminent domain.
Right.
That means the government.
Piece by piece, stone by stone, what is beneath is above as below. We'll build a home, woo. We'll grow a garden when we get old. Will we stay open? Oh.
The reason why this park is so important to me.
Uncle Sam. This park, one of the largest parks named after a person of color. From 23rd to Martin Luther King, to the great man. I played on the Seattle City Council baseball team. I DJ'd his function. I performed at his function before I was black. That time it was great because he did things for people. There's a guy that came, a black dude came straight out of Walla Walla.
I do not understand how the professional reporters and all that stuff for all this fake news out there are the worst cameramen ever. I do not understand that. Those are the only people I see carrying their phone or camera or whatever it is, like by their side while they're walking, instead of like holding it up. Like they're the quickest to forget they're live. It's weird.
My uncle here, he brought people together about the empowerment of the people. He did more than any position after him.
Oh, and there's no audio. Okay.
After him were so let's say power to the people.
Like Bob Marley said, you know, a hungry man, you know, a hungry belly, that's a hungry mind, right? So everybody's here basically to say we have to get equity. We have to get ownership. We don't own anything downtown. We don't own the industrial land. We don't own the commercial space. We own the buildings down there. We don't even own Horace Caton was on top of the hill. He had a mansion. With a little bit of what we had in the central district, what we were reserved to, we got to own that. And we got to own what we migrated to in the South End, in the South Seattle.
Okay, cool.
My brother D-Shed, say, it's opposition gentrification. Gentrification is the op. Predatory development.
All right, that guy went live again, I think.
It's going to represent all that greatness. Come on. So you got a lot to hear from so many great people in the park.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're going to get the real, not that fake news.
Come on. There's a lot of it, too.
You're going to get the real.
There's a lot of fake news.
Like they say on Jackson, Miller Jimmers, straight out. Miller Jimmers in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, I did hit a bad signal pocket, totally.
What do we want? Land. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Land. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Land. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Land. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Land. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Land. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Land. When do we want it? Now.
Yeah, why does that say equity on it?
Getting packed in here a little bit. Sorry.
Bring it back to our community. Healthy wellness. Great thing. I guess we can use some of these bike lanes. All right? We're going back to our day. Right? Devil's Ditch and all these places. CD and other places. Break the cycle. Get healthy. Break the curses, generational curses. That's what we out here to do today. We claim as a black community. All the Pan-Asian community doesn't live in Chinatown International District. That's still the heart of their cultural and economic community. So the Central District, we can live in Kent. We can live in
Slow march is nice.
Way. We can live in
slow pace. Nice.
Algona Pacific. We can live in Covington. But the Central District is still our home. Still our heart. Still our root. And for those that want to come back and not have to commute 2 or 3 hours a day, be away from your family, be stressed out trying to pick up the children from daycare,
Can you not hear them? Let me know, guys, if you can't hear them. I'm trying to get as close as I can.
Big shout out to our brother, the Black Elephant Party, keeping us safe. Brother Ed Hampton, Africa Now, Brother Wale, keeping us safe. It's a family affair. None of us is greater than all of us. None of us is greater than all of us. Something for all of us to do.
I know, I already know.
Oh, in the park? Is that where we're going? Yeah. Oh, we're about to fill this park up. This is gonna be crazy. I just want to say, by the way, if you watch my stream, you know that but I'm trying to, if there was one day to actually just listen, it's today, Juneteenth. We're gonna hear a lot of interesting perspectives today. That's for sure. So I'm trying to talk less and to just listen more.
There's a lot of kids out here.
The stream looks pixelated.
When I come out, I be seeing, you know, people treating our parks, no dog parks like dog parks.
Hold on a second. No shit. Whew. Can I grab a water for you? Can't really go and get water, so. Shit, we're going in the park here.
Watch it. Hey, he's behind you. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Now. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Now. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Now. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Now. When do we want it? Now. Pay the fee. 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 Pay the fee.
You guys want water? Yeah, sure. We're holding the sign.
Juneteenth, y'all. Juneteenth.
And so, oh shit. Oh my God, okay, so guys, you know how many people were in that march? All those people right behind me. In front of me, this entire park is pretty much full. It's like another at least half of, oops. Another, oh wow. Dude, so many people, wow. Wow. Dude, I'm like blown away. I was blown away. So many people here too. Let's see if I can show you a little bit.
We walk down Madison, Union, Cherry, Gessler, Jackson. They're marching for our Black Lives, for our Black liberation. Make some noise for them.
Right.
Tell them Africa town.
Y'all look like you were making city what you wanted to be. Excuse me. Come on, y'all.
Wow, so many people. I'm just gonna try and go up on this hill and raise it up.
Yes, Black Lives Matter.
Okay, so everybody over here to the right here, that's all.
This is beautiful.
That's all the
y'all.
protesters.
Yeah.
Everything else has just already been here waiting for us.
Miss Rita Green here, all the way from 22nd in Madison, y'all.
That's right. Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Oh shit, that's gonna trigger copyright. Damn it.
Hell yeah.
Like 10 seconds. I'm starting to get used to the whole copyright music avoidance thing. Sorry. Out here and see what we can.
We're gonna stream this guy more often.
So we got a stage up here.
We got like 80 something audio copyright flags for songs that have been played in the background or cars that drive by.
Yeah. More people filtering into the park. I can talk. So we're gonna get a shot of that stage in a minute. Wow, guys, this is crazy. So many people, guys. What is this?
So they're certificates for the black graduates.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, is that what kind of?
PDX, if you want to write out the link and then put a space and then the word dot and then a space and then the word com, it should pass and I won't flag it. But that's only because you're cool, PDX. That's only because you're here every day.
Thank you. I'm just curious. Thank you.
Don't nobody else
so
try to do that
we're gonna have
stuff.
a ceremony for black graduates. There was a woman earlier. She had a robe on that said, you know, it was like a graduation robe, and it said, "I'm not a statistic," which I thought was really interesting. It's like if you're black, you can't even accomplish graduating without, you know, just being relegated to a statistic. It's really sad.
Make sure that you are queued up and ready
Right.
by 5 o'clock. Need you ready.
I wish I had a gimbal.
And it ain't even started, y'all. Y'all haven't heard no performances yet. You know, you haven't heard nothing yet. Marches. All the marching, make some noise. We've been consistent.
That's true. We are
Every single
consistent.
day. Making sure our voices are heard, y'all. We ain't letting our people die.
I'm looking for a better feed.
We gotta stay consistent, y'all. We gotta make some real change and demand equity, y'all.
Anywhere better I could sit. I'm trying to see. I'm a little low on the angle here. Usually it's a lower stage. So let's see if I can get a better angle maybe.
Manifesting that 30,000 people are gonna be here and look at us right now. Come on now, make some noise. I see it. Come on now.
a second. Rona. Let me see if I can find some music real quick. Wish I had like some Wheel of Fortune or something. Is that what you guys want to watch or want to listen to? Let's see what we can do.
She said I move like a ghost. I said let them haters hate. Hit this weed, I'm high as space. Sip this drink, don't need no chase. Not too fast, learn a pace. Cause dying is not a race. In her mouth like how's it taste? She swallows, then she wipes her face. Ooh, live my life like a movie. Practice all day but can't do me. Gotta keep it hippie, roll a doobie. And if you don't like it, then sue me. Cause I'm just here for that cash, cash. Big old bag of that grass, grass. Puff, puff, pass, pass. I smack a bad bitch on her ass, ass. Everything else is irrelevant. Smoke me an O for the hell of it. Don't plan on being sober. Don't plan on being celibate. So smoke me an O to a G. Now I can't see. They fucking with you cause they can't fuck with me. Just being honest, never been modest. Mix me a drink, then fuck with I modest. Like a ghost, I said let them haters hate. Hit this weed, I'm high as space. Sip this drink, don't need no chase. Not too fast, learn a pace. Cause dying is not a race. In her mouth like how's it taste? She swallows, then she wipes her face. Ooh, she want the pleasure, but I want the power. Think about money like every hour. Smoking that sour, allergic to cowards. I am the boss, like my name was Bowser. Don't run up on me, I don't know you. Going Super Saiyan like I'm Goku. Killing this shit, I could coach you. I'm the last lyricist, I'm the go-to. She said I move like a ghost. I said let them haters hate. Hit this weed, I'm high as space. Sip this drink, don't need no chase. Not too fast, learn a pace. Cause dying is not a race. In her mouth like how's it taste? She swallows, then she wipes her face. Ooh.
DJ Jeff Mack.
Of liberation and freedom, we shall overcome. I believe one day we shall overcome. It's not black against white. It's everyone versus racism. As I said at my church on Sunday, this is not a moment. This is not a minute. This is not a month when Black America is mad. This is a movement. Why? Because in Black America, somewhere around Psalms 23 verse 5, David said, my cup runneth over. And then he goes on, he says, it's with goodness and mercy. But I'm here to tell you, in Black America, our cup runneth over, and it's with knees on our neck. I'm black every day. Not black in Black History Month. I'm black every day. I'm just not black on Juneteenth. Well, let me just say it like this since we're here. since it is Juneteenth, I'm more blankety black than I've ever been black. Y'all catch that on your way home. Let me say it another way. I'm black on steroids today. I was born black. One day I'm going to die black, but I don't want to die because I'm black.
Also, as scripture says, after all this, if God be for us, who can be against us? I stand today united with these pastors as coming in president of United Black Clergy. This gathering today was for what's next. What's the next steps? As we come together today, next steps is to approach police accountability, to approach law enforcement on systematic racism in law enforcement. Next steps are that we come together and go to the training facilities of the police departments and see how they're being trained to come into our community and police us when we know we can police ourselves, but we need trained officers coming into our community dealing with our black people. What we come today for next steps are high-level police lieutenants, sergeants, and our chief taking accountability for the officers that are under them when they mistreat us in the community. Next steps are we're going to hold them accountable and be able to bring charges. That's what we got to have, policies that bring charges against these officers. We got to be able to put procedures in place to when they come into our community, they need to talk to us first and let us know how they're policing. We need to have those that want to ride along and see how they're operating in the community. The next steps are we're going to go to Olympia, talk with the governor, have them set down some policy, talk to legislators, and pass some laws that will hold these police accountable for killing us. I want you to do something with me. Hold your hand, your arm up. Have your hand spread out. You see your fingers here. Today, our fingers represented everyone that spoke today, everyone that came here today. But as we bring it together, each finger, each thumb, bring it together. What is that form? A powerful fist and a blow against police brutality, against law enforcement. You know why? Because Black Lives Matter. Come on. And I just say, let's give the Lord a hand of praise. Thank God for not this time, for everyone that has spoke today, for every preacher, church that's represented here today. We come as one. We come excited about what God is doing in these last and evil days. So as we stand together to speak truth to power, God is with us as we move forward. Back in the day when they were back in the basements, rallying together, A. Philip Randolph, all the pastors and preachers and those Congress people that wanted to work with them, they came together. That's what I see today. Us coming together, putting away any differences that we had about anything we may have had a problem with, and coming and standing together on one cause for truth, for justice, for Black lives today. Come on, put your hand, your right hand together, your left hand together. Let's give the Lord a hand of praise. Thank you, Andre, for allowing us to be here today. God bless you, and we are with you.
Alright. This is kind of whack. I'm gonna see if I can find anybody else on. 1 second.
So as I do that, I want to first ask us to give a moment of silence. And then as we are one breath, let us breathe together, inhaling and exhaling. Homes. We're not talking about people who were standing there as slaves. That was not their vocation. They were not there waiting with chains to be taken into the land of the Americas. No, they were stolen from their homes. They were tricked. And we must understand that's the first abuse of the people taken from that continent and brought to these lands. We were stolen people. We are the stolen ones. I say ashe to that. Ashe. I also want to remember that all institutions come from people on African soil, because built. And so we give thanks for those who created the inventions of fire, of mathematics, of agriculture, of astronomy, of geometry, of engineering, even astronomy, and also in on aeronautics. Ashe. Dr. John Hendrik Clark, one of our greatest historians, has said that if the Atlantic Ocean were to dry up today, it would reveal a trail of bones that stretch from Africa all the way to the Americas.
Okay. Well, right now it's looking like either we could stay with this or we can go to a different area because nobody else is running live in CHOP. Well, we don't have that many people here right now. Anybody that's not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna find a new area with a couple feeds that look good to go, and basically I'm gonna shut this down. We're gonna start up as soon as I can find something here in a couple minutes. So make sure you subscribe so you'll be notified when I go back up. See y'all in a couple minutes.